Welcome, everybody, to the Grueling True Sports Network. Today, we're looking at another college basketball preview show where the Iowa State Cyclones with 21 wins will battle the Houston Cougars with 22 in a conference showdown on Saturday afternoon. The Cyclones recently posted a home win against Colorado. That was earlier this week, while the Cougars issued a road win against Arizona State. Iowa State won 2 of the 3 games between these two teams last season. Now, the Cyclones are 11-4 in conference play, 3 games behind Houston. So winning the conference, not looking too good right now. But when we look at possible seedings for the Big Ten tournament, or the Big 12 tournament, this is a big game. Seedings for March Madness, this is a big game. Now, when we look at this, they're only 1 game out of second place, which would be huge to get second place. Now, Iowa State dropped their opening 2 games in a month, but they haven't lost since. The Cyclones have defeated TCU, UCF, and Cincinnati, accompanied by a 79-65 home win against Colorado earlier this week, but they did not cover the huge 18.5-point spread. The Cyclones have covered a spread in 2 of their past 5 games. Curtis Jones is having a dominating season, but he's been inconsistent recently. The senior guard has scored 10 or fewer points in 3 of the last 5 games. And if they want to have any shot at hanging with the Houston Cougars here, he's going to have to play well. Now, Iowa State has plenty of guys that can do damage on the offensive end. Tamil Lipsey scores 12 points per game, or scored 12 points in a game against Colorado. The junior guard has averaged 10.5 points this season. Now, when you look at this right now, the Cyclones are trending down compared to what they were earlier in the year. Well, the Houston Cougars are red hot. They're targeting a 6th consecutive win. Houston is first in the conference. 3 of their past 4 wins have been on the road. The Cougars beat Colorado and Baylor at home this month. The squad hit the road and earned wins against Arizona and a dominating 80-65 win against Arizona State on Tuesday in a game that the Cougars marked as 11-point favorites. LJ Cryer doesn't post huge numbers, but consistently generates points, accumulating 15 or more points in 5 of the past 6 games. The senior guard has yielded an average of 14.5 points per game this season. Now, Houston's rated 3rd in the country in Ken Palm's rankings, and if they finish the season strong, should have a number 1 seed for March Madness. Now, the Iowa State Cyclones have not been nearly as threatening on the road. They're only 2-3 in their past 5 games on the road. The Houston Cougars have dropped just 1 conference home game, occurring in overtime. They have won 5 consecutive games and are a championship contender. And by championship contender, we're talking about March and early April. Furthermore, Houston has the better offensive and defensive stats. They are averaging 125.2 points per 100 possessions compared to 120.4 per 100 by Iowa State. When it comes to defense, nobody's better than the Cougars. They are conceding 3.5 fewer points per 100 than the Cyclones. And Houston wins games by huge margins at home. 5 of the Cougars' 6 conference home wins have been by double digits. Now, the problem here is this point spread is huge at 9.5. Iowa State's a really good basketball team. I think Houston's going to win this game, but I'm going to take Iowa State if I'm getting 9.5. And right now at BetMGM, our top-rated sportsbook, we're getting 9.5 points. If you want those 9.5 right now, hopefully it's still there when you watch this. Click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. All right, guys, you can follow me, Mike Goodpaster, on Twitter at Grueling Truth. You can like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Check out thegruelingtruth.com. But for now, guys, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.